on diamond problems, it's important to know the pattern of the diamond problem. So if we look at this first one, we're going to take 5 and negative 8, and we're going to add those together to find the sum. So 5 plus negative 8 equals a negative 3. If you forgot how to do that, you could draw a picture. So 5 would be 5 positives, 8 would be 8 negatives. I look for my 0 pairs, so 0, and I'm left with a negative 3. So again, I look at my two side numbers, 5 plus negative 8 equals negative 3, and I write the sum down in the bottom of the diamond. 5 and negative 8, I'm going to also multiply together to find the product right in the top of my diamond. So I have 5 times negative 8, and remember I'm just multiplying like I normally would. 5 times 8 is 40, but it's another way to read multiplication is 5 groups of negative 8. So I wouldn't have positive 40, I would have negative 40, because 5 groups of negative 8 is negative 40. So again, one last review. The two side numbers will be added together and the sum is placed in the bottom of the diamond. The two side numbers are multiplied and the product is placed in the top of the diamond. The next problem looks a little bit more difficult because I don't have one. I'm frozen for a second. There we go. So 24 is a positive number. That means my two side numbers must both be negative or they're going to both be positives. So since my bottom number is negative, I know both numbers are going to be negative. I'm not going to let that worry. All I'm knowing is that together I need to get an answer of 11. So I'm going to think of the factors of 24. I know I have 1 and 24. Well, together that is 25. That's not 11. I have 2 and 12. 2 and 12 together is 14. Guess again. I have 3 and 8. Well, now 3 and 8 together is 11. But remember, I want negative 11, so it's going to be a negative 3 and a negative 8. If that 11 was positive, it would have been a positive 3 and a positive 8. Now, if I look at the last diamond problem, it's similar to the one before, except it's a negative number at the top. If I have a negative number, I know my two side numbers, one needs to be negative and one needs to be positive because a negative times a positive equals a negative. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to list the factors, but this time I don't want to add the two factors together. I'm going to find the difference in them. So I'm going to start again with 1 and 48. Well, the difference of 1 and 48 is 47. Let's try 2 and 24. The difference of 2 and 24 is 22. 3 and 16. And there we go. I have my answer of 3 and 16 because the difference of 3 and 16 is 13. Now I want a positive 13, so that must mean that my larger number needs to be a positive and my lower number is going to be a negative. And I'm going to check that. 16 times negative 3 equals negative 48, and 6 plus negative 3 is a positive 13. Now again, if that 13 would have been negative, I would have wanted more negatives in my answer, so it would have been a negative 16 and a positive